So like I said before, we've had the Oscar nominations come out this week. So we're going to have a little chat about that. What are we surprised at? What are we disappointed about? And what are our like wins?
Our wins. I will
definitely a couple of wins.
Bust them out of my phone.
So let's start off with the big one. Best Picture.
Yes.
So here we have Call Me By Your Name, which was a gay romance that came out at the end of last year. Darkest Hour, Gary Oldman playing Winston Churchill.
There we go, that's in the bag.
I mean, who can top that?
Gary Oldman playing...
Maybe Dunkirk, also based in World War II, who knows?
But it didn't have Gary Oldman in a fat suit though.
Didn't. But it did have Harry Styles though.
Oh wow.
So Dunkirk, which is the story of Dunkirk in World War II. Get Out.
Ooh, definitely.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, I mean they kind of got a bit shunned for the Golden Globes. I don't think they got hardly anything. So
I know. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
And then some that we don't really know much about. Lady Bird.
That came out just recently.
Phantom Thread coming out next week. I mean, who votes for this?
It's got Daniel Day-Lewis in it. I think that pretty much got him that.
Is that like an automatic nomination?
Yeah, he pretty much
any
is for
film
the
that he's in, it's going to be there.
I mean,
The Post, which has got Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. So again, that's like
Steven Spielberg directed as well.
Steven Spielberg.
It's like the Holy Trinity. It's like Streep, Spielberg, Hanks. There we go.
It's like done, just done. Shape of Water, which Guillermo del Toro.
We would have got a review on that if someone showed up. But
someone.
Just saying.
And 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Right.
So what are you happy about?
Edging towards Get Out, definitely. Just from a personal perspective.
I finally watched Get Out.
Yeah, it is just,
and I loved it.
It works on so many levels, you know. I mean,
it's really great.
Yeah, I think definitely that's worth a shout. 3 billboards after Mo's buzzing review. I think that's a good shout, and it's something different from the usual like Oscar bait. To be honest, I mean, The Darkest Hour is an Oscar bait movie. I mean,
there is a lot of Oscar bait, like what we were saying just now about the Phantom Thread sounds like an Oscar bait, and Lady Bird sounds like Oscar bait. The Post.
I've heard a lot of good things about Lady Bird, to be honest. So I'll have to.
I haven't really heard anything.
I'll have a
things like The Post, Dunkirk, and Darkest Hour that are based on like real, true, earth-shattering events.
Dunkirk was good, but I wouldn't say it's like Best Picture worthy. I mean, I found it great. Like visually, it's amazing to look at. It's got a lot of well done, well shot scenes. But as a Best Picture, I wouldn't really say it was that deep. But
yeah, I'd probably go for it for Best Director instead.
Yeah, I mean, Shape of Water, I've heard good things. I mean, I think Mo
again, if he was here,
he would have given some good input.
Something. Darkest Hour, from what I've heard, one of my friends said she gave it an 8 out of 10, saying Gary Oldman definitely does Winston Churchill justice.
Yeah, he's
so that's going to be a bit of a player. And Call Me by Your Name was a bit of a groundbreaking movie, so that was definitely going to always be in the running for it. Anything else you want to say about this?
Out of that, no. I mean, like I said, I've not really seen half the movies because in America
they went out.
Yeah, they have not really come out. So I'm just giving a general gist of things.
Vibe of things. Yeah. But we are definitely happy about Get Out. I'm happy about Dunkirk. So moving on to Best Actress, we have Sally Hawkins from The Shape of Water, Frances Dorman from 3 Billboards, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that one. Like, I've heard so much about I, Tonya, but I've not actually seen it. It's not. When is it out? It's not even out anytime soon.
I heard something about it on the radio, and I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. And I don't know why Tonya Harding's getting a movie about like they're glamorizing her career. Her career was kind of disgraced. I don't think she should be.
Who is Tonya Harding?
She was this ice skater back in the days.
And
she tried to break the legs, get the legs broken off one of her rivals or something like that. Very disgraced figure.
Why would you want to make a movie about a person like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yes, Saoirse Ronan from Lady Bird, and obviously Meryl Streep. Back-to-back nominations for her for last year and this year.
What was for last year?
Last year was for Florence Foster Jenkins, and 21 nominations to date for Meryl Streep. So well done, Meryl.
Well done.
You're obviously watching this show, because you are.
I'm pretty sure she is.
But you know what? She's a great actress.
Yeah, I mean, she's bound to get them regardless of.
But from what I've seen, Frances Dorman in 3 Billboards.
Yes, I was going to say that seems
also
like.
very good.
It sounds like she's putting a very intense performance there. I can't really say much about it's just weird doing this.
We don't really know much about the other ones. We're just kind of concentrating on the ones that we have seen.
Yeah,
maybe we want to win.
Maybe before the actual awards, we might have another look at these, and after we've seen the movies, and give a bit more insightful.
Yeah, maybe closer to the time we do
exactly. So
like actual informed predictions. For now, right now, we're just giving you the news.
Just giving you the news, yeah.
All right, best actor: Timothy Chalamet from Call Me by Your Name, Daniel Day-Lewis.
There we go.
The Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out.
Get Out.
Woo!
Get Out.
Yes. Gary Oldman, obviously, Darkest Hour.
Yeah.
And Denzel Washington from Roman J. Israel Esquire.
What is that? I need to watch his movies.
Denzel Washington. So, I mean...
let's be honest, Gary Oldman has this one. It's
probably has.
Oscars are pretty political, let's be honest. I mean, there's a lot of push behind this one.
You were saying Phantom Thread was about something about fashion.
Yeah, it's fashion design in his life in the 50s or something like that, so... That can be a thumbnail image right there, like, what is that? But wow. Yeah.
But I mean, it's Daniel Day-Lewis. I really like Daniel Kaluuya in Get Out. I thought he was fantastic. That bit where she's like got him in a trance, and he's sat there and he's just there
crying,
and it's just tears just streaming down his face.
That is hard.
That is really really rough.
And he's a British guy playing an American guy pretty convincingly.
Yeah, like British representation in these Oscars is actually really good at the moment.
But I'm gonna just say Gary Oldman's probably
going to be Gary Oldman. Yeah. I do love Gary Oldman though as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's just the role is just purely made for this.
So best supporting people from the films that we haven't seen, including Mary J. Blige.
What is this for?
Mudbound, yeah, on Netflix, which I...
Oh, is it? Okay.
Netflix, actually, I'm going to come back to this. Netflix has got 8 nominations.
Get in then. Hopefully some for Death Note.
More than Amazon.
Hopefully some for Death Note.
No, that's going to be in the Razzies.
I mean, Three Billboards has got the actors. I mean, you got Sam Rockwell and Woody Harrelson both up for that.
Yeah.
And Mo was very praising for that movie last week, so I think they got a good chance. William Dafoe, Florida Project. I've not heard much on that from the British side of things. Shape of Water. I really wish more was here to give us some insight into this, because it's flying out quite a lot here. Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World. I saw that movie.
He's one of the oldest nominations as well, because he's 88.
I just couldn't be bothered to watch that movie. I saw it, I'm like, I'm really not interested in it.
And you know what? Actually, pretty big props for this one though, because he did take over from Kevin Spacey.
Let's just call him that guy.
That guy.
That guy.
And so yeah, he took over, and he had to. The whole thing was in reshoots.
I'm really impressed.
So to actually get a nomination from that is very impressive.
When it was thrown in last minute.
Yeah.
So
I think he's like the second. I think the oldest was like 90 to get a nomination. Moving to best.
Hong Kong Chow got a downsizing nomination. So as you were saying,
did she?
Yeah, she's on Best Supporting Actress. So they heard your praise.
She is very good.
I wasn't lying.
Right, Best Director: Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk. Jordan Peele for Get Out. And you know what? For a debut directorial, that's impressive. That's very good.
I hope he gets it, right? Because
I think so, because that film just like hits so many buttons. It's a bit scary. It's a bit of a thriller.
It's a satire.
It's a bit of a
horror,
satire.
It's a bit of everything.
And it touches on a couple of things that you're like.
That's what that people have been, in a sense, that's some criticisms people have been throwing at the Academy in general,
Yeah, so that's true.
So maybe seeing something like, oh, okay, we'll see.
Which brings on to the next one. Greta Gerwig has got a nomination, Best Director for Lady Bird. And this is the first female. No. I think it's been like 8 years since the last female was nominated.
Catherine Bigelow on Hurt Locker, right?
Yes.
That was the last time, ages
so
ago.
8 years since a nomination for a female.
I think they heard after, the debacle at the Golden Globes. I mean, there was not a single woman on that, even though that was quite good. I mean, Patty Jenkins got a miss on that. So did Greta Gerwig. So, like, what's this? Like, they told me this, because I think Ridley Scott got a nomination for Golden Globes. I mean, he does what he does, but it wasn't like groundbreaking. So I think Oscars kind of did pay attention this year. So it's good to see.
And then we've also got Paul Thomas Anderson for Phantom Thread. Again, comes out next week. Go and watch it.
I'm not.
Yeah, we won't be watching it. And Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water.
Which
and he's made...
give that review because of this missing
Ghost here. So he's made like 9 films, none of which have been nominated for an Oscar.
So he deserves.
So this is his first.
They better not just give it to him because of he deserves one. The Oscars.
Is it like a DiCaprio?
Yeah,
moment?
I mean DiCaprio won it for Revenant, which to be honest really wasn't his best. But
yeah.
Oh well. If Jennifer Lawrence has one, he should get one. So.
So I want to do like a couple of special mentions.
Yes.
Disaster Artist.
I did not hit her. It's not true.
Got a nomination for Best Adapted Screenplay. Another one for Best Adapted Screenplay, which I think we're both going to be happy about, is Logan.
Yes, amazing.
And I think one of like one of the few superhero movies that actually get nominated.
There has been a superhero movie recently.
So very, very recently, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has got a nomination for Best Visual Effects. I would
give that to Blade Runner.
Yeah, so other ones for Best Visual Effects are Blade Runner 2049, which was just incredible. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Kong, Skull Island.
Boar Island. Nah. Enough about that.
Star Wars, The Last Jedi, or War of the Planet of the Apes.
Ooh, that was actually very nice.
Yeah.
I think
I'd
it'll be between that or Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Yeah. The Best Original Screenplay, Big Sick and Get Out.
I think Big Sick, that's impressive for that to get on. I mean, was it Kumar Nanjiani? He made a bet with Edgar Wright. Yeah. So Edgar Wright said, I bet you will get an Oscar nomination. And he said, if I do, I'll eat a bowl of Brussels sprouts. And
amazing.
He did. So they filmed it and he's eating an entire bowl of Brussels sprouts.
He's one of the people who, he's actually got a nomination for something he's not as well known for. So he's known for the acting and the comedy, but he got a nomination for the writing.
Yeah.
Original songs, Coco, Remember Me, something from Mudbound. So this is another one. Mary J. Blige has been nominated for both Best Supporting Actress and Original Song.
I'm not surprised with the song part, to be honest.
Well, obviously, yeah. Song from Call Me By Your Name, song from Marshall, and The Greatest Showman. This is me. Yeah.
Visual effects. Okay. I think we need to go to Best Animated Feature. Just for shout out to Boss Baby.
Boss Baby!
It's now a nominated movie that you can never take that away from.
Alec Baldwin. Basically Alec Baldwin, but as a baby.
I mean, even their Twitter was having Oscar nominated movie. I'm like, okay, it doesn't mean you're good.
What about Coco?
Coco will win it, hands down.
Coco will win it?
I'll put Coco in the best picture of the year, to be honest.
Oh, really?
I think that's how amazing that film is.
Yeah.
And I think they should actually consider putting animated movies in the best picture. I mean, we talked about it last year.
Kubo and the Two Strings. And we were like, this is an amazing movie.
Yeah, and there was another movie recently, I think last was the year before, when people saying it should be nominated.
For a best picture.
Yeah, was it Zootropolis or something? I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it would have been Zootropolis. Everyone was raving about that movie.
Yeah, because it tackles such intense topics such as discrimination and racism, and that could be in the best picture, to be honest.
It really could. Going back to music, we've got Hans Zimmer and John Williams.
Well, I think John Williams got the nod for just playing that intro move.
John Williams is Star Wars and Hans Zimmer is
You know what? No, don't give The Last Jedi any Oscars. No
Oscars, because you know what? Rian Johnson will just take credit. So no.
He's loving the hatred on Twitter.
Give it to Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer is great. Dunkirk is great.
I'll give Rian Thomas one credit. He's loving the abuse he's getting. I don't care.
Yeah, I love that every article that I've seen coming out about it is Rian Johnson justifying something that happened in Star Wars.
I'm like, dude, people are hating him on Twitter. He just look like, so who cares? Yeah. I'm like, okay, respect to the guy.
And then more for Phantom Thread, more for Shape of Water, Best Cinematography, Blade Runner, then Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Mudbound, Shape of Water.
Right,
so I think that's going to be Blade
Before we close it up, so what are the tallies like?
Tallies.
Who's leading?
Shape of Water is leading with 13, the record number of nominations.
I can't say anything about that movie. Oh.
Because, but the record number of nominations for a movie is 14. So they're like...
What was that? I have interest. Was it La La Land?
No, it's like Titanic and things like that. There's 3.
The beauty of the internet record.
I think. So, 21 nominations so far for Meryl Streep to date. 51 to date for John Williams.
Jeez.
I mean, he is one hell of a conductor. So, and that's obviously... This is the first nomination for a trans director.
Okay, who's that?
Yance Ford, he did he's up for Best Documentary for Strong Island, which is on Netflix, I think. So that's a great win. First nomination for Christopher Nolan. First woman to be nominated for cinematography. More tallies, 3 boards is 7, Phantom Thread 6, Darkest Hour 6, Netflix total of 8.
I love this with Netflix on its own.
Just wiping the floor with people, with Amazon. Dunkirk at 8, Blade Runner 5, Ladybird 5, Get Out 4, and then we've got some for Logan, Beauty and the Beast, Victoria and Abdul, Baby Driver, I, Tonya.
For all the editing graphics.
Yeah, editing. Baby Driver I think is up for editing.
So let's have a quick look at the nominations. Like 15 was 3 films have Ben-Hur won 11, 15 categories available for nomination, Titanic 12, 17 categories. Oh, 17. That was Titanic, and the Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, had 17 categories.
Wow.
So yeah, well, or nominated for 11. Oh, it says 14 out of 17 was Titanic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how they're doing. I can see, because obviously the category number of nominations can change each year. So Ben-Hur was 11 out of 15. So do the maths.
Yeah.
And the Lord of the Rings, Titanic were both out of 17. So okay, it differs. So I can really tell what.
So
year.
Shape of Water is pretty up there.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good film to see.
Yeah.
But we would have known more had someone turned up.
He did a review next week.
Yeah. So I think in general we're
Get Out
kind
should
of
win all
happy.
4.
Yeah, we should get 4 for Get Out.
1 for Logan, please.
And like 1 for Logan. Maybe a couple
please.
for like Dunkirk and Hans Zimmer over John Williams, like always. Not in a personal way, because I actually really do love John Williams and his score, but Star Wars shouldn't get any representation at all. Anyway.
How about Boss Baby get it?
Boss Baby!
Boss Baby. No, it's got to be Coco. If Coco doesn't get it, man, I'm going to boycott Oscars next year, man. Hashtag boycott Oscars.
I mean, that comes out every year, though.
Yeah, I know. This
and
year.
nothing happens.
Nothing does, of course.
So we'll probably do another thing with our predictions for the Oscars closer to the
Once we
watch the rest of the movies, which aren't out yet.
It's not our fault, you know. They all pretty much come out recently in the UK, so.
Well, I mean, Phantom Thread has not come out yet.
Well, I, Tonya, none of these ones.
I don't know. But yeah, we will get a better rundown of this and do some predictions soon. But that is all the time we have for tonight.
Awesome.
So these guys will catch you next week. So have a good weekend. See you later.
See ya. Bye. Hang on here.